Hey Jay, it's Al. I'm up a little bit late tonight working on your radio, but I think I figured out something you're going to be really happy with. So I have your radio. It's fully restored. It's working pretty well. Let's turn it on. I have the antenna hooked up.
Feels better to us, and so that's why I love the work you do. When I was married, the first time when I was married.
So that's 1160 AM, the religious station that comes in really strong out of Gaithersburg. I just have it on so you can hear it.
And you've authored, I think, 10 books. 10 books I think you've done on relationship. And I watched you and I thought, wow, this gal.
So what I figured out is, and what you're going to be pleased is I've wired into the back of your radio a plug to go right into your iPod. And you can put an extension on that if you need to make it a little bit longer. This is all I had, so it's only couple feet long, but it's probably enough to, when it's in the cabinet, to reach up and lay on top of the radio. But like I said, you can put an extension on it to make it longer. And what I have here is a battery operated FM radio with a headphone plug. So I'm going to plug this in and show you how it works. So I have my AM on. Let's turn it up so we can hear it.
And there may be some hesitancy on your part to call in. You can use an anonymous name if you want. But
now what you do is you just plug this into whatever device you want to use.
And hopefully this
We're going to plug it into here.
Well understood about this program, and that is like a topic today.
You'll hear the volume on the station goes down a little bit. Now if I were to turn on the FM radio, you still might pick a little bit of the, if I turn on the FM radio, you still might pick up some of the AM. So I suggest you move it off a really strong station and get on just some static where you don't really hear much from the AM. Now let's turn on the FM.
He's so far behind her in the pledge delegate count that picking up 10 here and there is not.
Mike Lindell here.
Beginning summer 2016, you can experience.
Turn your head this way.
My pill.
99.
Now we've got FM coming out of your AM radio. And the tone works too.
Oh, man. The drive-thru window's gonna be sorry he messed up our order if we ever get out of this beanbag chair.
Now if I turn down the FM and just unplug it, it's just going to go back to AM.
So we want to hear from you. We're going to take our first break, though. When we come back, we're going to hit
There you
the
go.
phone. So jump in.
So now you have a plug coming out of the back of your radio that you can hook up whatever you want. You can hook up your, and I already checked this to make sure there's no high voltage coming through with my meter. So you can plug this into your iPhone. You can get all types of extenders or a Bluetooth receiver and plug it in and leave it in there all the time. Whatever you want to do, but you have a nice headphone jack input now for your old radio that you can just, what I suggest again is don't have the AM on a really strong station. Get it on just some static. Like that, where you don't really hear a station, you just kind of hear static. Then plug it into your source, whether it's an FM radio or your iPhone or whatever you want to do. Turn that source on and then use your volume here.
There's a sign on the wall, but she
Adjust your tone.
to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have to mean. In the tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings.
Like I said, if you move your AM band right now, to a really strong station. Now listen, you can actually hear it interfere with the FM. Well, it made a liar out of me. I can't hear it interfering. But sometimes it does interfere. So you just put it on a station, an area of the dial where there's just some low static. Then all you hear is the FM. Or your iPod, wherever you input. Well, hope that makes you happy that I figured that out. So now you should be good. Good to go.
Everything is at Rose.
Back to AM.
Easy
I unplugged the device.